Well?
No sign of the lug wrench or anything.
My dear Mrs. Peters, will you please stop trying to be a detective? How many times do you think the police have combed this spot for any kind of evidence? Now, be a nice girl. Take Mr. Williams' advice. Go back to Larkspur.
What time is it? It's only 4 o'clock. We still have time to go back to town and go on our hunt for Sue Lynn.
Now, look here, young woman. You've had me on the run since early morning.
But, Lieutenant, the maid seems to be our only hope now. We've got to keep looking till we find her, that's all.
That's all?
Wait. She was naturalized, wasn't she?
Suffering chopsticks. Quincy, you dumb flatfoot. This Sue, what's her name, was Chinese born. If her port of entry was San Francisco, there'd still be a file on her, photo and all. Let's go. Back to town. Immigration. I hope the council has given us the right lead. Sing? Understand? You savvy English?
Also French, Italian, and Hebrew. May one ask what is desired?
We're looking for Su Ling Chung. Our Chinese consul said you were her uncle and might tell us what she is.
This daughter of my brother, has she offended the honorable police?
Oh, no. They just wanted to ask her some questions about Mr. Williams, the man she used to work for.
Ah Sing's heart is heavy that he cannot lead you to her. But things that are not known cannot be told.
Well, if you hear anything of her, report it to headquarters.
Suzanne, untruth is not good for soul, and not wisdom when told to policemen.
Better for the soul to be kind than to be wise. Su Lin must keep silence to help in this matter.
You know, you're quite a gal. In case I haven't told you lately.
You're just too easily pleased, that's all. There must be a way out. Why can't we find it?
Oh, buck up, boys. Tomorrow, another day.
Yesterday you go to trial. Bill, I'm afraid.
And the state intends to prove, beyond any reasonable doubt, that the defendant, Walter Williams, did, with malice aforethought, kill the deceased James Torrance, whom he knew to be his wife's lover. And that with his victim dead beside him, he drove his car into the course of an oncoming truck, jumping clear himself some seconds prior to the crash. And subsequently, he made his getaway in the back of a loaded furniture van. And for 3 months, as Bill Walker, he laughed at justice, but had imprisoned his unfaithful wife for conspiracy in his own murder. Then he decided that being dead cramped his style. He thought he could eat his cake and have it too. So he returned, most anxious to explain his long absence and to right the dreadful mistake that had imprisoned his wife for 3 months. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a cold-blooded, premeditated murder and must be punished to the fullest extent of the law. Call the first witness, please. Captain Callahan, did Walter Williams tell you what suddenly cured his amnesia after 3 months?
No, he did not.
But he did tell you the man that struck the blow which caused the amnesia was a total stranger, a hitchhiker he had picked up.
Yes?
And that he knew nothing of this man's identity or relationship with his wife until he suddenly recovered from his amnesia and heard or read the details.
That's what he said.
That's all. Thank you, Captain. Your witness, Counselor.
No questions.
No. I saw no signs of amnesia, but definite concussion. He was a bit evasive in answering questions, but not vague or unsure.
In your opinion, Doctor, could this head injury have been caused by a fall?
Yes. If the head had struck on some object, such as a stone or a metal pipe.
That's all, thank you. Your witness.
Dr. Bender, are you familiar with a tool known as a lug wrench for changing automobile wheels?
I'm afraid I am, sir. I've had a regular epidemic of flat tires lately.
Well, then, in your opinion, could this head injury which you treated have been caused by a blow from a lug wrench?
Yes. It could have been caused by that, too.
Thank you, Doctor.
The ones with the earliest dates, you will notice, are heavily creased, as though they'd been carried in a wallet or a coat pocket. Thank you. Lieutenant Quincy, will you kindly tell the court where you found these newspaper clippings?
In the bedroom occupied by Mr. Williams in Mrs. Peters' home in Larkspur, Idaho.
Is this your handwriting, Miss Revere?
Yes, sir. And that's the message, at least our record carbon of it.
Would you read it to the court, please?
June 9th, 8:32 p.m. Message from Mrs. Walter Williams, Penthouse D. Mr. Williams called, said he wants you to forget all about a certain problem. That Softy is going to take care of it thoroughly.
Was there any other conversation?
Well, I just asked if that was all, and he said yes, she'll understand, and sort of laughed as if it were a joke and hung up.
Some joke killing the wife's boyfriend.
That is the state versus Walter Williams. All the rounds so far have gone to the prosecution, and it was a grim-faced Williams who was returned to his cell this afternoon. What the score will be after he takes the stand is anybody's guess, but he's going to need some lucky punches to get a decision.
And though Torrance struck with intent to kill, after telling you this is from Irene and me, sucker, you still telephoned Illinois to find out if there was a Cousin Jim. You are hard to convince, aren't you, Mr. Williams?
Is it so incredible that a man should fight against believing such a thing about his wife?
Oh, that is very touching. From a husband who planned a trip on which he intended to destroy his wife and did kill her lover.
That's a lie.
Your Honor, I object to the conclusions drawn by the prosecutor and move that it be stricken from the records.
But, Your Honor, there is a corpus delicti, remember, who was your wife's lover.
Objection sustained.
There's also her own story, which, in front of witnesses, you insisted she tell. And then we have your own two different stories from your own lips. One featuring a perfectly strange hitchhiker, the second an equally strange Cousin Jim, without a questionable substantiation for either bit of fiction.
You remember me, don't you? I was here with Lieutenant Quincy from the police department. I just followed Susan up the stairs. I saw her come in here.
You must be mistaken.
I'm not mistaken. She's here. I must see her. Ah, Sing, don't you understand? It's to save a man from prison, even from death.
I will send her to you.
Oh, Sue Lynn, we've been looking for you all these weeks.